So Neil, your friend Stephen Ibaraki makes some pretty bold statements looking into the future. Machines will be easily smarter than we are, that they'll, to your point, even more empathetic than we are, understand us better than we can understand ourselves. So what stops these machines from taking over?
That's a great question. It's a very legitimate fear and concern. Part of it is there's no artificial general intelligence, right? They don't have that capability. The second thing is, right now, most AI is designed to be passive. But I think one of the big things, and this is what I personally believe, I don't worry about machines taking over because I think we're actually moving towards human-machine integration, that we're actually trying to become cyborgs, right? You've seen the things now, like if, the artificial limbs, the brain still has the ability to transmit signals to your stump. Well, AI can actually interpret what those signals are, and now you can actually move the artificial limb. There's experimental surgery it's been done successfully a few times now, where for a blind person, they can install digital cameras into the eye and transmit the image into your brain so you can effectively see. I think more and more people are actually looking into that side of the equation, that how can we augment ourselves as human through technology that has a whole host of other, we'll call it, moral and ethical ramifications.
But in general, in our lives, we try to make our lives better. We try to, let's use the word augment. We try to augment our lives to enhance ourselves. And why would we not do that, right? So what are some other things as you're looking forward? I mean, how else will our life be augmented?
Well, here's an interesting thing to ponder, right? Weight, right? People always wonder, like, somebody successfully loses weight with one type of diet, why doesn't that work for me? And one of the things we've actually learned is a lot of that just based on your genetics, your blood type, and some other factors. So unfortunately, what works for one person may not work for somebody else, and we're wired to want certain things. With AI, we could actually break down some of those things and figure out, okay, hey, based on my blood type, my genes, and my environment, if I want to lose weight, this is actually the things I have to do, right? Beyond exercise, it's like I might say, well, you might have to go to a vegan diet, right? Because that's just your body. Well, somebody else might say you have to go to a carnivore diet. Right? You need to just focus on eating meat and forget about fruits and vegetables. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but we've actually seen some of that, just, I'll call it, in anecdotal ways people have lost weight. But with an AI, we have now an assistant that knows us so well, actually has the ability to do genetic sequencing, genomic studies, all these things, take millions upon millions of variables together and say, hey, this is the perfect combination of diet and exercise for you if you want to lose weight, if you want to gain weight, if you want to build muscle, whatever it might be.
How far off is that?
There's only a few organizations I know actually starting to work on it, but we're probably only 4 or 5 years away for people if they're committed to it.